Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now, if this reading resonates with you, I ask that you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. So before we dive in, I just want to say that this reading is coming from a place of love, light, and positivity to build us up instead of bringing us down during these chaotic and scary times. So this is really to raise the energy vibration, to keep us all in a positive, beautiful mindset, and to really help us move forward. Okay, with that said, I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also going to be your totem animals for this time. So if you see these animals in the wild, or if you see an image of these animals, this is really your angels and spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder, saying, Aquarius, remember this message. So let's see what they have to say. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay. Yeah, all right. So we have here the hummingbird spirit, which says, be here now. And then we have the spider spirit, which says, make your dreams real. I love the spider spirit and the hummingbird spirit. That is so beautiful. So it's saying, be in the present, but also be in the presence of your angels, of your spirit guides, and make your dreams real. Make what you have been dreaming, thinking about, hoping towards. Make that a reality. Let's see what your chakra has to say. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So you have these three that came out. We have the Earth Star Chakra, which is growing. We have play coming forward. And then we also have, with the Heart Chakra, we have Inner Child. So you are grounding with your inner child, and you are embracing play. You're embracing joy. You're embracing happiness. I love that your Heart Chakra shined through so beautifully. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Angel and Spirit Guide message for Aquarius, April 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So at the center of everything, we have the Hierophant. This is a Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Then you're crowned by the Six of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups, which is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. But you're moving forward in your heart's truth and towards your heart's truth. Things are changing up, most definitely. You have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. You have the Hierophant, not the Hierophant, you have the Emperor, which is an Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. And then you have the Ten of Wands, the completion of a cycle. The Queen of Swords, that's you. And you're owning this whole line. It's like you have this power over this kind of almost unstoppable energy. You have such power. And then you have the the Page of Cups. All right. So let's start with the hummingbird and the spider spirit. The hummingbird says, be here now. It is very, very important for you, Aquarius, to be in the present, not to be thinking about the future, not to be thinking about the past, but to be in the here and the now, because that is where you're going to get the most change, and that's going to be how you live, your greatest prosperity and how you walk in your greatest truth. And this is also going to be how you make your dreams a reality, because dreams are as fragile, and also we are as fragile at times as spiderweb, right? So here you can be astoundingly strong, catching in the snares what you need to catch, moving forward just like a spider's web, catching flies, moving forward, being this beautiful home for the spider. But you are also working towards having your dreams be the reality that you want them to be. And that takes you being in the here, the now, being astoundingly present within yourself, looking at what you truly want, boiling things down, emotionally looking at yourself and saying, what is it that I desire? Where is it that I want to stand? And what is it that I stand for? That's going to be asked to you a lot. And you're going to be sitting there, not sitting there, you're going to be actively moving towards something great. Something great is coming. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose just itches terribly. One moment. Okay. So then we have grounding. You're putting down your roots. You're also embracing your roots. It can be that for a lot of you Aquarius, you're going back to the past. And it doesn't have to be your ancestral roots. So for some of you, it is. You're going to be really thinking about what a grandparent said, what a parent said, those people who laid down the way you think, who laid down a foundation for you, good, bad, or indifferent. And here you're going even deeper. You're going deeper into what you want. But remember, the thing is what I'm seeing here, which is, a little bit like, okay, it's a little bit macabre to see that the earth is the bones of our ancestors. But that's what you're seeing here. It's like the earth holds the bones of your ancestors, and you're digging deep into the bones of your truth, into what you desire. And it can be that you're ancestrally going into a whole new world than one that you were born into, but you are embracing it with open arms, and you are looking at things with such more of a profound truth, a stabilizing of self, that it's like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. And as you do so, you're also grounded within your inner child, within what your heart has been singing for, what your heart has been wanting. And then embrace play, embrace joy, embrace happiness, embrace beauty, embrace, your imagination. Don't sit there and say it has to be this way because it's always been this way. It hasn't. Things have constantly been changing. And when societies start to stagnate, when we start to stagnate, that is when divinity comes in and says, okay, a change is necessary. You have to move forward to a different way, in a different understanding, to a different power. And as you do this, there is this sense of joy that comes over. There is this sense of discovery. But it can also be fearful because it's like, okay, well, what happens next? You're not supposed to know. When you were a child, you didn't know where you would end up. Embrace your inner child, but also be kind to your inner child, because so many of us, we have scars from childhood where it's like, okay, well, how am I supposed to, move past this? When I doubt myself, how am I supposed to live in positivity when all I've known is negativity? When I quiet my mind and I have people yelling at me that I'm not enough. And so here you are deepening your roots in yourself, in your truth, and you are moving forward. And you're saying, the past has forged me, yes, but it's not defined me, and I'm not done yet. Make sure you make time to laugh, Aquarius. To laugh, to bring joy into your life, to have fun, to, be a little bit silly. This is going to be a time where, yeah, you're astoundingly serious and you're looking at things and you're embracing your power, but it's also saying here, be you, be goofy, make a funny face. I just see, just goofiness. That's going to be important. Everything doesn't have to be serious all the time. And in this time period, that's what you have to embrace. And permission, and give yourself permission to be that inner child, to let the laughter come forward, and to embrace the joy that kids do. I mean, they don't need everything spelled out for them. They can have fun, with a few bottle tops, making them into musical instruments, things like that. You're embracing wonder. Because with the Hierophant at your roots, this is a Taurus energy, okay? Time frame April 20th to May 20th. This is you looking at yourself and being honest. What's important to you? What do you desire? What do you want? How do you want to move forward? You're stripping away the layers and you're saying, but this is me. And you might be finding, Aquarius, because for some of you, you definitely are, that a mask has been worn. Why? You're such a connected, sensitive soul. It's just what you were born under. Okay? So when the world is in chaos, when things are hard, when you get these curveballs thrown your way and it hurts you emotionally, because you can also pick up on the emotional state of those around you. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to fix it? And so then you can retreat a little bit. But here with the Hierophant, it's like, I am looking at my emotional self. I'm looking at my truth and at my power. Remember, the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is represented by the Pope. And the Pope is the King to Kings. So you have that power to be heard and seen by even the most powerful. So even the most powerful objections within your psyche are going to start to see your change, are going to start to hear your truth. And you're going to be able to move mountains. And as you move mountains, there's the sense of, what do I balance myself with? How do I move forward without being a fool? You're starting this hero's quest, right? You're living your truth. You're moving forward in your power. You're embracing this hero's quest. What if I land on my face? What if I fall? What if I fail? What if the world laughs? When you were a kid and people laughed, how mortifying it was. Even now, as an adult, how mortifying it is. With the Two of Pentacles, it's like finding your balance and embracing this hero's journey. Because a hero, until they succeed, like an artist, until they succeed, they're a dreamer and a fool. They're somebody without an ounce of sense in their life. Dare it and be it. And here you're finding that balance between the earthly plane and the spiritual truth. You're finding that balance between what you need to survive and what you need to thrive. And that's going to be tricky. You also have this strong connection with an earth sign energy. Okay? Here with a Taurus energy. As you're moving forward, there's a rooting going on. You're planting your roots, you're deepening your soul, you're looking at what you desire. And then with the Six of Swords, you're moving forward. You're moving forward, and it does seem like here, you're cradling something, you're moving forward, you're tired, you're overwhelmed, but you're taking all your knowledge and all your wisdom. And it's like, this is a new dawn, this is a new day. This is a powerful and profound me. And as you embrace this, as you're moving forward in your truth, even though you do feel beaten down, even though you are questioning, even though, it is a lot, you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is cutting through doubts and fears. The Queen of Swords is you. And you are embracing what you need. You are embracing what you desire. And you're saying, it's time to cut through the nonsense, the fear, the veil that is keeping me from the truth of what I need to see. And as you move forward in your greater self, as you move forward towards this greater wisdom, it's like, okay, I see it now. Because there's a might to you, and we can see it here. You have the Emperor, you have the Hierophant, you have the Emperor, which is higher than a king. You have the Hierophant, which is the Pope who can tell an emperor what to do. You have a knight, a defender, okay? And you have you as the Queen of Swords. Now you might say, okay, the Queen is the weakest one of these all. I don't see it that way. The Queen is the commander. Is the person behind the scenes who looks and sees and who understands. And it's like, okay, I see your strength here. I see my strength here. I see where I need to move forward. And it's not being fantastic at everything. It's having a fantastic team behind you. It is having these goals that you are writing out for yourself, that you are planning for you. And it's like, okay, I need these greater goals. I need this greater truth. I need to look at things bigger. It's connecting with your angels. It's like, okay, I'm connecting with something bigger. I'm moving forward towards something more. And as you do so, it might be that you sit there and it can be you write out. People find it very helpful to write out their thoughts, their ideas, their connection with their angels. But it can also be that you're like me and it's like, okay, I'm going to talk it out. You talk to yourself, but you're really talking to your angels. And you find that wisdom comes and you're moving forward towards your heart's truth. You embrace a prosperity that you were born to. You embrace your roots, your passion, your truth, and then you are the Emperor. You are unstoppable. But first, there are things that you have to sort out. You have to, Aquarius. Because if you don't, you carry too much baggage. If you don't look at it, understand it, see the knowledge that you are carrying with you and the strength that you are having and that you have, you're going to see yourself as weak and small. And at your roots, here, you're crowned, again, by being a queen. By knowing, cultivating, desiring, cutting through the nonsense. Clear thought, clear vision of yourself, of what you desire for your future. And then you have the Nine of Cups. It's like blessings come. Blessings come and they radiate outward. You're not going to see them. Others see them beautifully. Blessings come and there's this sense of peace and warmth to you. If you see behind her, there's majesty. Now, what I think is really beautiful about this imagery is that this lily appears and this water appears. And of course, it's night, not day. But this imagery appears in the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups has the lily of majesty, of purity of intention, of walking in your truth. Right? Has the water, your emotional state, your heart, your soul, yourself. But there it's doubt, and here it's success. There's the darkness, here's the light. So I see this connected in a way because you might be listening to this and saying, Dana, I'm lost and confused. Everything is falling apart. How am I supposed to have this light? How am I supposed to have this power? How am I supposed to have a team around me of anything? And it's like, but you do. Even if it is just your angels and your spirit guides, even if it is just your connection with divinity, that is a powerful force to have on your side. And so you start organizing things. You start organizing yourself, making yourself into this finely honed machine for success. And your light grows within you. And it grows, and it grows, and it grows. And people see these blessings. They gravitate towards you. You're not going to know why they gravitate towards you. You're not going to know why your phone starts ringing. You're not going to know why people want to Skype with you. And when quarantine is over, want to be next to you. They just do. Because this light is contagious. Actually, the thing is with light, it's not contagious. It draws them in like a moth to a flame. And they want to be around this beauty, this connection, this power of soul. But be careful because they might start draining you. And you're not going to see this light within you. You're going to think, oh wow, well that's nice. Oh okay, well I don't understand, but okay, that's cool, I can get that. Let the light shine within you. The Page of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, very powerful for you for this time. A connection with them, most definitely beneficial. They're sharing wisdom. When we have this fish in the cup, I keep on thinking of Finn McCool and how he had a fish talk to him, it was salmon, and show him all this wisdom, give him all this knowledge, help him win this battle. And that's what you have right here. You have that salmon of wisdom before you. But you also have yourself studying, learning, understanding. From the wackiest of places, you're going to find inspiration. And then you move yourself forward. You take in the study, you take in this passion, this power. You move towards your truth. And as you do so, as you embrace what you don't know, as you look and you work things out, you have the Emperor right here. Emperor is an Aries energy. Time frame, March 21st to April 19th. So you have the whole time frame of this reading right here. It's powerful for you. This time frame moves you forward. Unexpected ways, unexpected twists and turns, but it moves you towards goals. Now the Emperor is profoundly human. That's how I see the Emperor. The Emperor is the person that I always see him as David in the Old Testament, right? So David, he was greatness. He connected with divinity, he was powerful, but he was also human, and he was profoundly flawed. But what's so interesting, and is you look at it as a progression of what the human psyche looks for. If you have, let's take the ancient Greek gods, the Olympians. Okay? The Olympic gods, they're like 2-year-olds, maybe 5-year-olds. They're horrible people. They cause so much damage, so much destruction. They just take what they want and they're like, okay, this is mine. They're like those bullies in high school. This is mine. This is what I want. They have good things thrown in every now and then because, you have to like them sometimes. But then with Aries, with King David, the Old Testament, with the Torah, King David, he makes his mistakes. He falls, he fails. He does some things that you look at it and you're like, oh, man, that's not cool, and it's not even a little bit cool. You sent this guy to the front line so that you could have his wife? Like, seriously? But he knows what he does. Like, he does it and then cognitively looks at it and says, oh man, I messed up. Because he has stuff happen to him. He has bad karma on cue. He does things and you always get a payback. Right? Didn't Einstein say, for every action there's a positive or negative reaction? And that's what he finds. And no longer are we wandering about like children, just taking what we want. There's consequences to it. And you're seeing that. And you're seeing the power of your actions. You're seeing the power of yourself. You're embracing the truth of your soul. And the negative side is you never learn. The negative side of Aries is to be like Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burnt. It's like, okay, dude, that's helpful. This is saying lead. Lead through example. You will stumble, you will fall, but you are heading towards something more. And as you claim that throne, you claim your responsibility of your lifetime, of yourself, and things then start moving forward fast. Live in your truth. Live in divinity. Communicate with your angels. Because that changes everything. That moves you forward in a way that you think, wow, I wish this change would have happened sooner. I wish I would have understood this, before. And as the change comes in, you see what you are balancing, and you see what you are learning. You see what it's for. What it is for is to take the weight off your shoulders. Is to take you from being overwhelmed and underappreciated and taking on the burdens for everybody else, Aquarius, because you do that so easily. You're like, oh, okay, I'll just do this. Oh, okay, I'll handle it. No, sometimes you need to let people have their burdens because that's how they learn. We as human beings do not learn because everything is hunky-dory. We do not learn because everything is beautiful and nice. We learn because we fall and we fail. And you might sit there and say, but the most transcendent period of my life was when everything aligned. That was my perfect time, and I want to be there again. That's your striving. Okay? That's your looking at things and saying, I know that there's more out there. But would you have appreciated it if that's just how life went? Everything just lined up like a domino, and you were able always to just get what you want. I mean, personally, that sounds awesome. But as a place for growth and power and purpose of self, no. That will be that you always stay stagnant. You will always stay exactly how you are. And we are constantly changing. Every 7 years, we have a different body, right? We shed a new skin. And so here, with this 10 of Wands, you're completing a cycle. You're completing a cycle of hard work, of dedication, but also of failure and being brought to your knees and learning that you can't take other people's burdens from them. And that is something that I find very powerful to understand. It's like, I cannot pull you out of your pit. And Aquarius, you're going to want to do this. You want to do this all the time. It's like you see somebody in trouble, first one there, hold out your hand. I got you. And sometimes, yes, you need to help people, right? We need to. We need to be that person that helps, that gives, that is more. But when you see a person in a pit, throw down a ladder. Help them get out. And make sure they don't turn that ladder into kindling to make a fire to keep them warm. Because it's all going to be within perception. And here, you have a powerful perception to move you forward. Because you do not need the darkness following you. And as you do so, you have the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, moving towards your heart's truth, moving towards what you love. Embracing it. You hold the Holy Grail within your hands. That's what this cup represents in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. In the tarot, it represents the Holy Grail. It represents pure and beautiful knowledge. And pure and beautiful knowledge is not only sought by those who are, quote unquote, pure of heart, but it's also sought by those who are terribly corrupt. What comes to mind is Hitler, of course. He sought it. He wanted it. He sent people to die for it. But we hold this knowledge within us. If we turn within, if we look at the light and the love within our souls, within ourselves, within what we are able to create within our truth, this moves us forward. The armor is real because you've been through the war. You know the hardships that you carry. You know the pains that are a part of you. And now you cut through doubts and fears, and you balance your truth. You balance your purpose. Your subconscious message for this time is the Hangman. You're seeing everything differently. The world will never be the same. And you know what, Aquarius? You're okay with that. You might sit there and be like, oh, but this is such a beautiful time in my life. Or you might sit there and be like, bye. I'm done. I've learned. You have the snake holding you, suspending you, the form of his feet into this kind of like pea-like shape. This is a symbol of knowledge. This is a symbol of wisdom being sought. The snake shows wisdom. It shows a shedding of a skin. It shows us moving forward. Now, the serpent was once a sign of great wisdom, was once revered before it became reviled. And when St. Peter says, I ran the snakes out of Ireland, it does not mean that he ran the snakes out of Ireland, because snakes are not indigenous to Ireland. He ran the druids out. He ran out old wisdom to replace it with new. Now you could see it as one of two ways. He ran out stagnation, and he replaced it with a new ideology, a new idea, a new wave of life. Or he ran out sacred wisdom, and he replaced it with a wisdom that wasn't born of the same earth. Either way, that will be your truth. The way you're seeing things is going to be moving you forward towards that deeper truth, towards that deeper understanding. And as it does so, and as you move, transform, become, you're embracing the solar plexus, there we go, the solar plexus chakra, personal power. You're embracing personal power. You're embracing personal dedication. It's like, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is who I am. And nobody is going to take that power away from me. And as you embrace that power, your subconscious spirit animal message is the snake spirit. I love it. You just ran the snakes out of Ireland, right? And we have the snake right here. You have the snake suspending you, moving you forward. And it says, time to heal. So the snake is healing you. And as you are healed, you embrace a personal power that you never knew you had. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. It was a pleasure to bring you this reading. I'm sending healing energy to each and every one of you. I hope that you are staying safe, and I love you all. Bye.